Hey y'all, thanks for joining my video today. I am going to be doing a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. This is just an everyday makeup look that honestly doesn't take that long. I hope you all can follow along and enjoy. If you have any questions or recommendations for tutorials that you would like to see, feel free to leave a comment or reach out to me. Thanks. Okay, let's get started. I'm just doing an everyday daytime look today. Hopefully it won't take too long. This typically takes me about 10 minutes. I'm just going on with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer to prime my skin. I've already cleansed my skin and exfoliated. Next, I'm going to go in with the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. It's the same foundation I've been using for a few weeks now, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to take 2 pumps of that on the back of my hand and go ahead and apply that with my fingers. I found this foundation is actually really good in the really hot weather. So being in Texas, it's one thing that I've noticed when I am looking for foundations. I don't really like to have a foundation that feels really heavy or feels like it's melting off of my skin whenever I go out into the heat. And this one actually doesn't feel that way. So I really, really like it because of that. So I actually tried applying this foundation the other day with a beauty blender, and I really liked it, but I did feel like I had to use a little bit more product than I use when applying it with my finger because the beauty blender seemed to soak up a lot of the product. So even though I liked it, I don't think I'll do that again just because this foundation is kind of expensive and I want it to last as long as possible. Just blending, blending, blending. I'm just doing another quarter pump on my hand just to blend down my neck. And this I am gonna go in with my beauty blender, just to make sure there's no harsh lines from where my foundation stops. You always want to make sure to blend your foundation down your neck. When you're looking for a foundation, you should be matching it to the color of your neck anyways. But say it's a little darker than your skin, then that's a good trick to make it look a little bit more seamless, is by blending it down. All right, so that's foundation. Now I'm gonna go in and conceal. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm not gonna use too much of this today because I'm not really going for a completely covered up glam look, just a quick daytime look. So just going in with my beauty sponge and blending that down into a triangle shape on my face. I typically take my concealer and blend it up the side of my nose and actually down the center of my nose as well, just so it's all seamless, and above my lip. Now that we've done concealer and foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and set the face with Laura Mercier translucent powder. So to set my under eye, I'm going to take a medium-sized tapered brush and take some product that's in the lid, swirl my brush around, tap off the excess, and then go ahead and press that underneath my eye, just to ensure that we don't get any creases throughout the day. And then take that on the lid of my eye as well. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, so I've set the under eye, and now I'm going to set the rest of my face with the same powder and a larger fluffy brush. This brush is, I think I just picked it up at Target. I think it was maybe like $5. Any fluffy brush will do. And dust that product all over my face. Okay, so now we've done foundation, concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and go in and bronze my face. Since we're just doing a daytime look, I'm just gonna bronze. I'm not gonna contour today. So I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in the shade medium to dark. And using a larger tapered / fluffy brush, I'm gonna just swirl that around in the product, tap off the excess, and start to apply that to my cheeks and my forehead, coming around in a three shaped motion. So here is where you really want to put the bronzer. Just warming up that face. I've been out in the sun a lot lately, so I don't need too much bronzing, but a little never hurts. Now I'm gonna go ahead and, actually I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes. So typically if I'm just going out for the day, I will just throw on some blush, some mascara, and be done with it. But I wanna go ahead and do a quick eye makeup look, as I know eyeshadow is maybe not everyone's strong suit, and I just want to show you that it can be super easy and really honestly mindless. It can be done within 2 to 3 minutes and something very quick and easy that you can start as a base and build upon. If you're wanting to do more of a nighttime look, you can add darker shadows or keep it a daytime look like I'm doing today. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the color MAC by MAC called Soft Brown in this little palette here. And I'm going to take a large fluffy eyeshadow blending brush and swirl my brush around and use that as my transition color. And what I'm going to do is just apply that to the crease of my eye in windshield wiper motions and then circular motions, just to really apply that shadow as the foundation for deeper shadows I'm going to go in with. So I'm going to start at the crease of my eye and do windshield wiper motions all the way from outer corner to inner corner. And as I'm applying more product and the product is coming off my brush, I'm going to start swirling that upward towards my eyebrow. Now, not all the way up to my eyebrow, but just enough so it'll look blended. Okay, and now I'll do the same with the other eye. Okay, so now that we have got the transition shadow on, I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade of brown, MAC in the shadow texture. It has a little bit of a sheen or shimmer to it, but not too much. And I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush and swirl it around, tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna go right over the transition shadow that we used on the eye first. So same motions. And notice how I'm holding my brush at the end. So you don't want to hold your brush like this towards the tip, because that will make it press harder on your eye and make the eye look a little bit harsher and not as blended. So I always hold my brush towards the end. That way I am applying a lighter touch and I can control how much product I'm actually applying to my eye. So doing the same exact motions that we just did. On the left eye, and now we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on the right eye. All right, so you can totally stop here, apply some liner and mascara, and be good to go. That took me about 2 to 3 minutes. It's super easy, only used one brush. What I'm actually gonna do now is apply some shadow to the lid of my eye. I'm gonna use MAC's shade called Arena. This is what that looks like. And I'm gonna use a flat brush. Any flat brush will do, just make sure that it's flat, kind of thin. You'll see this here. And I'm just gonna put the shadow on the side of the brush, so not dip it in vertically, but more horizontally. And I'm gonna take that and apply that all over the lid of my eye. Okay, now I'm going to just take the same fluffy brush that I used for the first two eyeshadows and go over the crease just to blend everything out and make sure there's no harsh lines. So just do circular and windshield wiper motions all in the crease just to make sure that everything looks seamless. And again, no harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the under eye area. I'm gonna use the same two colors that I use on the crease of my eyes with the same fluffy brush. So if you really think about it, I honestly only use two brushes on this entire eye look. So this big fluffy brush and then the flat brush that I used for my all over lid color. So I'm gonna use that same fluffy brush, dip it back into the same two colors that I used on the upper lid and apply that to my lower lash line. So just going underneath and buffing that back and forth, connecting the top shadow to the bottom shadow. Now I'm going in with the darker shade that we used, Max Texture. And buffing that underneath my eye. All right, so I went ahead and did my liner off camera, and now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara and then blush, and then we'll call it a day. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the L'Oreal Double Extend mascara. It looks like this, and I only use the white side. So this is, I'm just going to apply this to my upper lashes. So now I'm gonna go in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, and this is what that looks like. I'm not sure who it's by. I think, actually it's by L'Oreal. I've actually found that this is a great dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. This is what the wand looks like. It's pretty thick. And I'm just gonna go ahead and coat my upper lashes right on top of the Double Extend that we just put on. And then I'm gonna go ahead and coat my bottom lashes with that, with the same mascara. Perfect. And lastly for my eyes, I'm just gonna go in and fill in my brows just a touch with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Soft Brown. I didn't start filling in my brows until about a year ago, and now I feel like if I don't fill in my brows, I look funny. Which is funny because I used to feel like I looked funny when I did fill in my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and spoolie or blend with the spoolie on the other end of this brow definer and just make sure to blend the product into my brows. So that finishes the eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with blush. I'm going to be using my favorite blush right now. It is Sunbask by MAC. Here's what that looks like. And I'm going to use an angled blush brush to go in and just tap that on my, start tapping it on my cheeks ever so slightly. Okay, and last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a highlight. So I'm going to be using Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. And I'm going to be using a larger fluffy brush to apply that to the apples, not the apples of my cheeks, but to my cheeks, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. So just apply that with the light hand. We're not going for out of this world beaming highlight today. To the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow. Perfect. Okay, so last but not least, and to complete the look, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Nude Thrill. I've actually, I saw on Pinterest that these are actually a really good dupe for the Kylie Jenner liquid lips. So this is what it looks like. And I've actually really liked it. It's a perfect color for just every day. And it tends to stay on fairly well. Okay, so that should complete the look. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair and then we'll be right back. All right guys, that completes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, it's a very easy, simple look. I hope that came across in the video. If you guys would like any other in-depth tutorials on how I do my eyeliner or really anything else, just leave me a comment or reach out to me. I'm hoping this is something that I can do on a regular basis. I appreciate all of you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.